Seems to me IG is not still connecting. All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Monday. How are you all doing this Monday? All right. So we are talking today about 990. If you haven't filed your 990 yet and you are on calendar year, meaning your year ends on December 31st of every year, your deadline will be May 15. That means you have less than 2 months to complete your 990. No matter what form of 990 you are doing, you have only less than 2 months left for that. So if you have not started the process yet, don't delay more than that. Just go ahead and start right now. And as I'm talking about 990 today, I will be answering your questions. If you have any question, please put them in the comments. I will also put on the screen the link. I have the chat with Noura link. This is how you book a call with me so we can start the process to help you do your 990 on time. Don't delay, because once we hit the deadline, once we are closer to the deadline, it's gonna be harder to fit you in. Not saying that we're not gonna be able to take you, but we might have to do an extension, which is better not to do an extension, especially if you are looking to have funding. All right, so first, we're gonna go over 990 form. What are the 990 forms and which one your organization will have to file? Now, I'm just gonna go over the forms. That doesn't mean that my recommendation is to file any of those. If you've been following me for a while, you probably already know that I always recommend filing the full form, which is 990. If you are looking to get major gifts or funding very quickly. Hi, Instagram. I'm so sorry. The connection is not stable. So if you are watching on Instagram and the connection is not stable for you, you can go to YouTube and watch me there at Nora's Books, same handle of Instagram. Now, the first one is 990M, or as known also the e-postcard. This is the first one, and a lot of people go to file that in the first few years. Now, again, I do not recommend that anyone do that unless you just started, you didn't have any transaction. Then yeah, go ahead and do it. But if you have transaction but you are still qualified, I don't recommend it, but you are qualified. So 990, and if your organization gross receipts were $50,000 or less for the year you are filing for, then you can file 990N, the e-postcard. You don't have to. You can still choose to file the 990 easy or the 990 full one. So it's up to you. It's up to you. It doesn't matter. Sorry, I'm just signing off the Instagram because it's not working. So just distracting me. So anyway. So again, it's the first one is 990N, and the second one is, and let me explain first, like what is gross receipts? Gross receipt meaning what form, I'm not sorry, how much money did you get during the year? So if you are in a calendar year, meaning starting January 1st until December 31st, how much money did you get? $50,000 or less, then you are qualified to do the 990N card. I don't recommend it, but you can do that. There's no problem with that. The second one is 990EZ. And I will get to the questions on the chat as after I finish my list, okay? So 990 easy. If your organization gross receipts 200K or less, or more, 200K or more, or the total assets less than $500,000. Now, again, your gross receipt, meaning that the funding you got less than 200K or less, that means you can do your 990 easy unless you have assets more than, not more, like 500K or more. Again, 500K or more, that's the total asset. Meaning total asset means like you own a house, for example, or you own a building, you have something, assets that worth 500K or more. Then even if you are gross receipt 200K or less, you are not qualified to do the easy. You still have to do the 990 full form. So again, like I said, when I spoke about the 990 N card, even if you are qualified, I do not recommend that you do it, just because it doesn't give enough information. So if you're looking for funding or for grants in the near future, in the next 2 years, then that's not a good idea to have them. Just have the full 990. It is more information, it provides more transparency, and it opens the doors for you to get funded. So now we went through over like 990N, 990 easy, and then now the 990, the full one. Obviously, if you are not qualified to do the 990 N card or 990 easy, then you have to do the full one. Now, doing the full one, I always recommend it regardless of what you have to do. What you are qualified to do. Just to say the qualification for that, if you have gross receipt, meaning funding for over 200K a year, or you own an asset for your nonprofit for 500K or more, then you have to do the 990. It's not even an option. So you must do it. So these are the three main forms. Actually, it's one budget. They kind of take a part of it. So 990N, 990 easy, and then the 990. And there's one more, which is actually, I'm going to be talking about two more, but I just want to touch base about the 990T. 990T, this is a form you should do it in addition. Again, in addition, it's not something replacing any of those 990. It's an addition to any 990 you create, you file. If you have unrelated business income and you made $1,000 or more with that income. That's why I tell everyone, like, if you are selling anything that is unrelated to your business, which is to your nonprofit, to your mission, then you must file the 990T. That is because you might owe taxes, because now you are selling product, you are doing maybe selling services, so you have to consult with your tax professional to see what you have to do. Again, the 990T does not replace 990, any form of 990, 990N, easy, or the full one. It does not replace any of that. It has to be in addition to the form. Again, I always recommend that you file the 990, then you pay attention. If you have to file 990T, don't forget to include it, because you might owe taxes. Again, you might owe taxes if you're selling good or service. It doesn't matter, like, you think I am not a nonprofit, I do not have to pay taxes. No, you do. Sometimes you do. So you have to be careful. The last form I want to talk about is the 990PF. This is for private foundations. Again, 990PF. This is for private foundations. No matter what's your gross receipt are, no matter how much you make during the year, If you are a private foundation, then you have to file 990 PF. Now, what can help you, or what do you need to file it? How do you know? How do you know that which one you are qualified for? You have to be doing bookkeeping. And remember, bookkeeping, whether it's a nonprofit or business, it is compliance work. You have to do it. It's not a choice. You have to do it. So make sure you file, you do your bookkeeping, and you haven't been doing your bookkeeping during the year. Make sure to do the cleanup now. And we do offer cleanup for bookkeeping. If you haven't done it throughout the year, you must do it now so we can file an accurate 990. Even with 990 easy, you are required to have the balance sheet and profit and loss, because it is actually, we enter this information into the 990. And remember, you have to file any form of 990 electronically. You cannot mail it. You will be considered not filed. They will reject that, and you will get that letter that you don't want to get. So if you have any question, if you need any help, I put on the screen here my link to book a call. So book a free call. You can book a call anytime, and I will be happy to help you with my team, with either your bookkeeping or your tax return for your nonprofit. This is urgent. You are already late, so make sure you book a call now if you haven't already. The other link is to join my free masterclass. It's happening this Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central. We spend about 2 hours together, and I go over my strategies to help you get $10,000 for your nonprofit within 30 days. So if you need help with funding or with your bookkeeping, 990, or anything related to your nonprofits, make sure to connect with us. For funding, you can just sign up for the master class. If you need help with any other thing related to your nonprofit or business or taxes, whatever taxes you're doing, 990s, business or personal, we do all of that, even though we focus more on 990s because this is the needed services, and we work mostly with nonprofits, so we will be happy to help you. Book a call, and we will be happy to help you. All right, so if you have any question, you can comment, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a great day.